sky, and the trees are like demons. You offer me light and give me my reason to stay high. Let my body decide, 'cause you're my desire. As ugly as I, but I'll never be like you. No, I'll never be like you. Never becoming you. Ooh, but I'm just like you. There is a light under my skin. I'm running on crack, so tell me you miss it. I'll chase all that pavements, but never found home. Without you I'm saying I can't do this alone. I'll never be like you. Never be like you. Never becoming you. No, no, never become you. Never be like you. I'll never be like you. Never become you. Never be like you. But I'm just like you. Birds in the sky, and the trees are like demons. You offered me light and give me my reason to stay high. Let my body decide, 'cause you're my desire. As ugly as I.
Hi guys. Let's see. Hopefully my sound is okay. I may cut in and out. Hopefully I don't. And I won't be able to pay like a whole lot of attention to the comments, but I figured I would take y'all with me to school. Well, at least on the drive. Hey, Cactus. Hey, Gotcha. Hi, Stranger, my love. Oh, gosh. Last night was so rough. So I already hadn't got any sleep. And then I had to do a little bit of work to catch up. And then I lay down. And I swear, like, within 15 minutes of me laying down, Zach woke up crying because, you know, he still has night terrors. They're not as bad as they used to be, but he still has them. And, oh, good Lord. So, yeah, that's how my day was. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, but I did nap today when I got home after dropping them off because I was just, like, physically exhausted. So, yeah. What are y'all up to? So, I found it a little ironic. Apparently, Michelle watched live that I did yesterday, and Only focused on the negative as per usual of Michelle. And so, of course, she's pissed off at me for saying she was at rock bottom and saying she needs rehab. But Michelle, just months ago, you were talking about doing an AA program and you were so proud of yourself and this and that. And then you stopped and you're not doing anything else. And honey, alcoholism doesn't just disappear like that. So be mad at me all you want. I don't care. That pass out was not just a I'm tired pass out. The way you were speaking about things, being racist with the Ethiopian comments and stuff like that, it was very clear you were intoxicated and not tired. But be mad at me for trying to get people to humanize you and see that you're a human. That's fine. But you know me, I'm not going to sit here. I'm not going to coddle. I'm not going to kiss anybody's ass. Wrong is wrong, right is right. So be mad at me. I mean, it is what it is, boo boo. You do need help. And not just a therapist, as you say, that, you say you're doing great, but, you're still having instances where you come on live. I mean, the average person is not going to come live and pass out like that. Okay. So say what you want about you were just tired, it was your birthday, whatever. But watching that live, that you say you watched your own live, which whatever. I don't know how you could have because your channel was gone by the time you woke up. Honey, the clips are all over. Everybody's clipped that night. Everybody's talked about it. And out of everybody, I called out the crap, but I also tried to humanize you and have empathy and compassion, which I will continue to do. And if you want to be pissed off at me, be pissed off at me. I don't care. I think it's a little ignorant and immature that you had to text somebody else about it rather than come to me straightforward. Michelle, you have my number. If you were pissed off about it, you should have came directly to me. But the thing is you don't want to hear what I have to say because I'm not kissing your ass. And I won't kiss nobody's ass. I'm going to call it exactly like I see it. And I still stand by what I say. You are a human being, and people need to realize that. They need to have empathy and compassion for somebody that is clearly struggling, whether just because you have good moments, that doesn't mean, everything's perfect, Michelle. You have lots of trauma you've never dealt with, and we've talked about that one-on-one. We've talked about the fact that you have a ton of trauma that you've never dealt with. Why so much traffic? Hang on, y'all, while I'm sitting here at this stop sign. I'll show y'all my damn lovely, it's not going to show it. Maybe. It might. My camera's all fucked up. I'm about to switch to the new iPhone whenever people get it in stock. Because my camera on this, ever since I updated it like 2 updates ago, my camera's been all messed up. But I just thought it was a little immature and ignorant that she could not, come to me directly. No, she had to go to a mutual contact and bitch about me. I'm just over it. I didn't make fun of you, Michelle. I didn't do what all these other fucking people were doing. I didn't sit here and try to have people mass report you to the fucking courthouse and other dumb shit. No, I tried to have some empathy, and I talked about my experience. You texting about. I said you needed 90-day outpatient and all this. I never said that, Michelle. I said I went through 90-day outpatient. I said I chose not to get a sponsor. I talked about my experience, and you somehow took me talking about my experience with rehab as all about you. That whole live was not about you. It was talking about addiction, alcoholism, recovery, and for anybody else that's listening out there that might need help. It was not just a Michelle live. So I apologize for, trying to get people to see you as a human being instead of laughing at you and trying to report you to multiple authorities. I tried to get people to understand what it's like to be in those types of mindsets and places. Yeah, so it is what it is. Be pissed off at me. I don't care. It's nothing new. I ain't here to kiss nobody's ass, and I never will. Traffic. Thankfully, though, the only traffic I really got to deal with is when I'm getting on 121. Otherwise, man, if I had to drive all 121 or 35 at this time of day, woo, I would be pissed off. And, Michelle, stop trying to put people in the middle of shit. You know who I'm talking about? She had nothing to do with that. I am my own adult. She is not my mother. She is not my controller. She is not my boss. So you going to her about something I did is freaking ridiculous. If you had a problem, come to me. But you don't want to hear it. It's just stupid. Anyways, my ADHD ass, procrastinating ass, I have to have my rough draft tomorrow, my 5-page rough draft. She said it doesn't have to be like perfect, of course, but I have to at least have my outline and my rough draft tomorrow for class, and I have 0 done. Why do I do this to myself? So I will be working my booty off tonight and tomorrow. It was kind of weird because she threw all of the class off because our paper wasn't supposed to be done until week 6. And so none of us were like expecting anything like that. And then she was like, well, I want y'all to start on it early because I've heard that a lot of students struggle with writing their first APA paper because we have to follow the American Psychology Association format for writing medical papers and using scholarly sources and all that shit. Yeah, tell them not to feel bad. I think it's a normal trait. Whoa! Why is this exit backed all the way up? Holy shit! Oh, it's not normal. Oh, thank you, Floor. Thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I've got to do that. I'm still kind of behind on my math. I'm I'm struggling a little bit with understanding the ratio, like not plane ratios, but like they want you, like we're at the part where we have to find the percentages of decreases and increases of numbers, and I have never liked percentages. That is something I always struggle with. Even in school, I struggled with it. So I'm still kind of behind on that. But my professor sent me some more videos to go over. I'm just like, oh, this is one like bad part of doing an online class, which a lot of the gen ed classes are online because it's, an accelerated nursing school. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Just got to deal with it. Oh, of course you're turning here. Oh, thank you, honey. There must be an accident because all this traffic is getting rerouted. And that is not normal. Wow, holy shit. Yeah, there must be an accident over here in Irving or something. That is crazy. Wow. There's never traffic like this. Hey, at least it's not the way that I'm going. It's the opposite way. I do not like running late. Not at all. Today we have our review for the last two chapters of anatomy and physiology because our test is Thursday. So I didn't do too bad on the last test. I mean, I wasn't super happy with my grade. I got a 91 out of 110, but um, I was also sick as a dog. That was the night that I had that stomach flu. I mean, I was so out of it, y'all. I like fell asleep in the car line when I was picking up the kids. I was so sick. Um, but I think I did pretty good for being sick. Oh, that's awesome, Cactus. Yeah, unfortunately, I waited a little while. I'm definitely not out of high school. But I'm glad to be back. I am just so like ready to get into like the sim lab and I mean these dummies are like state of the art. You could draw blood on them. They can have babies, whatever kind of symptoms like they want these dummies to have, they do. Um, and I think it's so awesome because like I saw like the clinical schedule, which of course it was for the older students. The oh my gosh, I don't even know. Since it's a 3-year program, I don't know if it would be junior, sophomore, freshman, junior. No, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I don't know how that would work with only 3 years. But what I love is you can pick your clinicals based on what you want to focus on in nursing school. So they have clinicals with pediatric nursing, they have clinicals in mental health, they have clinicals in like the maternal ward. I mean, they have it in the nursing homes for geriatric care. It is awesome. So I am so excited for when we get to that point because I get to really follow whatever I want to, whatever I decide. Ooh, I want this shade. I'm gonna turn around and do the shade part. But I'm excited. Um, I'm impatient, which Jared always laughs at me. He's like, "Babe, you are the most impatient person," and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah." But it's not. It's just because I also really miss working on the floor. I miss working with patients. Um, I've missed it since I've been home with the kids. Um, Like, so I'm excited to get back out there and get on the floor. So yeah, yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna take some Motrin because my head is hurting. Like, make sure I show so nobody thinks I'm like popping drugs. There's Tylenol and Motrin in here before any freaking rumors get started because we know how folks are on YouTube. But yeah, I was gonna come live when I was in the car line, but I had to put a new set of lashes on, so I focused on doing that. But I just thought it was ironic that Michelle got pissed off at me. Of course, didn't tell me she was pissed off. Um, Out of all these people that clipped her, that night and everything, she's gonna get mad at the person that tried to humanize her. I ain't kissing her ass, and that ain't gonna happen. Period. Um, but Jesus, I tried. I just also, I wanted to have a discussion anyways about addiction, and alcoholism recovery, things like that, because I see it. So many people on here say that they are familiar with it, or they have family members that have struggled, or like that they support people in recovery and blah, 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 blah. But then you see these same people making fun of people struggling, or calling people junkies, or laughing at people calling people junkies and all this shit. And I just don't find it funny. I don't find anything about addiction funny. Um, and I'm allowed to have my own personal opinions and thoughts on that, but it's just not funny to me. um, People die every day, and unless you've been through it, you don't understand the hold that it puts on your brain and the changes that it makes in your mind. It changes your brain chemistry. It really does, and people just don't understand that. I tried to explain it to my cousin, because after my second cousin passed, like, they still really kind of don't understand the hold that drug gets on you. And of course, my cousin's passed away, so there's a lot of closure missing. Um, but it's just hard. My cousin's a completely different person now. She's so heartbroken. Um, it just changed. But you know, uh, anyways, I've gotta head inside so I could get a little bit of an early start. Spraying my perfume so I don't smell like an ashtray. Like a dog. Yeah. Um, Jared always laughs at me. I'm like, what? I don't want to smell like a cigarette. Um, Most people, unless they see me smoke, don't know I smoke, and I try to keep it that way. That's not a habit that I'm like proud of. Ew. No one wants to smell like an ashtray. Yeah, my old job, oh shit. I was there for almost 2 years, and they never knew I smoked. So, anyways, I love you guys. I just wanted to get on and say hi real quick, but I will I'll catch y'all later. Love you guys.